Can you get seriously addicted to watching porn? If you want to know the answer, then keep watching this video. Welcome to Addiction Care. Most people think that a porn addiction is not a real addiction. There are many people who do it every day. People involved with it and don't talk about it, and here's why. Today, anyone with an internet connection can watch new pornographic material on a daily basis. It's addictive because of how the brain responds to sexual pictures. After all, the amount of new material that is developed every year is enormous. The prevalence of people addicted to porn has increased significantly over the past 20 years. Porn addiction can cause physical, mental, psychological and social problems. These are in fact the same, or very similar to the problems caused by drug addiction. There is some evidence for those who have the same brain activity. It is worth noting that not everyone who watches pornography will become addicted. The journey to porn addiction often follows the same pattern as other addictions. For example, a person may be exposed to pornographic images and may begin experimenting with pornography. This experimental phase can then turn into abuse and dependence, characterized by viewing more and more types of pornographic material to the extent that other activities and responsibilities are neglected. People who suffer from porn addiction may also experience emotional problems when they try to stop using porn. So, do you think you have a porn addiction or someone in your family or group of friends has been affected by it? Know that it is no shame and talk to them about it. Signs of an addiction, like all other addictions, are indications that pornography may already be causing a problem. The most common signs of porn addiction are: it can vary according to what a person thinks is a healthy view of pornography. However, if the amount of time spent watching porn continues to grow and if the person views more and more in-depth types of pornography despite the damage it does to the individual's personal life and relationships, these could indicate porn addiction. Being addicted to porn can lead to loss of interest in real sex due to unrealistic sexual fantasies seen in porn. People who suffer from porn addiction may also experience decreased sexual satisfaction with a partner when there is no porn involved. A person may engage in risky behavior to view pornography, such as looking in places where it is inappropriate. These include the workplace, school, or other social situations in which the person can be seen. A person who suffers from porn addiction may feel frustrated, guilty or ashamed of the consequences of watching porn. Despite the serious harm and guilt, these people continue to engage in addictive behaviors. A recent stats on porn addiction indicated that 56.6% of survey participants reported watching porn at some point in their lives. The study also revealed that compulsive pornography use was linked to higher levels of anxiety, stress and depression. You can try to stop using or viewing pornography, but often you won't. After a failed attempt, you may find that more and more time is spent watching porn despite the attempts of others to communicate. Stop watching porn because you want to. That's difficult. How do you handle that? 4 tips that could help. Suppose you watched every day and did not watch one day, but now you click on another porn video. Then you can say to yourself, "Wow, how stupid and weak I am." But you can also pat yourself on the back for not watching in a day. On to the 2 days. Never looking at willpower again does not work, because you will weaken sooner or later. And breaking habits is the hardest thing there is anyway. Reward therefore works better than punishment, also for yourself. Never wanting to masturbate again is different from never watching porn again. Some people masturbate but don't watch porn. This is because of the industry. Because they don't believe that people do it voluntarily. By not calibrating, the demand decreases and less will be made of it. An anonymous person shared the word healthy with his group of friends in the group app when he made another mistake, or when he had the inclination to look. That helped enormously, because firstly you realize that you are not alone in this and secondly you tried to avoid that moment of steering at all times. I'm not at all saying that you are a good or a bad Christian whether or not you watch porn. You really have to make that decision yourself, and not have it imposed by the outside world, because that has the opposite effect. Feelings of guilt increase. Talking about it is a continuous process. The increasing exposure of children and teens to internet pornography is contributing to the increase. Experts say the age of first exposure continues to fall and is now about 11 or 12 years old. Early exposure is associated with increased viewing and addiction later in life. If left untreated, it can be traumatizing and can lead to a wide variety of psychological problems. Studies have shown that men are more than 6 times more likely than women to watch daily or weekly. The statistics on porn addiction has many aspects, including age, gender and race. According to statistics shared by Pornhub, The number of pornographic consumers is steadily increasing, and more than 70% of regular visitors to porn sites are males who are young adults, or under the age of 34. 1 in 3 porn viewers is female. But while men are the main demographic in this media, professionals have also reported on an increasing number of women seeking treatment for porn addiction in recent years. More than 70% of adult U.S. citizens ages 18 to 30 admitted to using online pornography at least once a month. Meanwhile, nearly 60% of college students admit to watching porn once a week. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM, is a publication of the American Psychiatric Association. It is used by healthcare professionals to diagnose mental disorders. The DSM does not recognize porn addiction as an official clear diagnosis. However, a growing body of research says it shares symptoms similar to those seen in other addictions. For example, a 2016 neurological study by Shane W. Krause and colleagues found evidence of addiction-related brain changes in internet pornography viewers. According to the American Society of Addiction Medicine, the psychological and behavioral characteristics indicative of an addicted human brain include craving, impulsivity, and impaired executive function, just to name a few. In a 2017 study by Mateusz Gola and colleagues, the team used functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, a technique for measuring and mapping brain activity, to analyze brain responses in men to cues that predict erotic images. The participants were men seeking treatment for problematic pornography viewing. The fMRI results say that individuals diagnosed with compulsive sexual behavior, CSB, showed increased activation in an area of the brain called the ventral striatum. This indicates an increased desire to view erotic material. This is also associated with drug-related cues. The effects of porn addiction are not limited to biological aspects. One indication that pornography may already be causing a problem is that it leads to damaged relationships. This applies not only to a partner, but also to other friends and family. You can always comment on the video to see if more people are affected. Never be ashamed. Do you love addiction care? Then make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave this video a like if you enjoyed it.